The Third Street Reactions, I am Zakk.
I'm Shane.
And we're back with Resident Evil Season 11, Episode 8.
Yes.
Sorry, that's The Walking Dead.
We just did the Resident Evil trailer, though.
We did.
Yeah.
And it was worth watching.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, you know what happened last time?
Yeah, it was a really awesome episode, and it was like this old school horror. Connie, who's deaf, and Virgil, they were stuck in this house with these creepy...
Fucking Tarzan cannibals.
Tarzan cannibals, yes.
They had the loincloths.
Yeah.
See, I was thinking about this at work today. I was talking about it was 10 years...
What was you smoking with a wrench? Like, 10 years.
And, well, it was 10 years had passed, and already these people are these goddamn savages in this house that trap people and eat them.
That's how I feel about the governor.
I know, but if you think about it...
But he's probably like that, incubating, and then the apocalypse happens. Thank God!
I know, this is my moment.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of Solidus with that patch.
He
and
kind of
his goals, his goals are similar, too. Because Solidus wanted to be kind of the hero that breaks the world away from the Patriots.
Yeah.
Breaks the system away and starts his own outer heaven. It kind of reminds me of
He
that.
wants to start his own government. He just wants to go down history, right? Or something.
Yeah, and he was a president, so it's president, governor, you know.
Yes.
High authorities. So, George Sears. But we also had Daryl butting heads with the guy that's right, but we still don't like him.
Yeah.
When they're searching.
He just wants to bang Daryl's girl.
He wants to bang the blonde.
Yeah.
And he wants to waterboard people. That's all he wants.
Yeah.
Check out his Plenty of Fish profile.
Yeah.
So that leaves us with, we're hoping to see some more Negan, some more Maggie.
Virgil, I think he's dead too, by the way.
Virgil looked like he probably would die. He wasn't dead yet.
And they reunited after that.
They drug him out of there.
Yeah.
And the rest of the group, with the older Carol, they found them. Mm-hmm. And the sisters reunited Connie and whatever the other one's name is.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name is.
Yeah.
And, that's it.
That's it. I told
Back me up here.
Come on, shit.
Our people are about to starve. I'm not going back to my family having failed.
We don't need you.
We both know that's not true. I do this for you. And we're even. We are good. I don't have to keep looking over my shoulder.
We will never be even.
Then you are going to be down a soldier that you desperately need.
You take a promise from me? Really?
Yeah. I would. I'm assuming you are a woman of your word. I've always been a man of mine.
That's true.
A man of my word.
I think the Joker would be a man of his word.
Except he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. Not in that movie.
His plans were always twisted around.
What is it?
Let a zombie get 30 feet from them before making steps and cracks and shit on the leaves.
That one was far enough for me to go, okay, it wasn't like right there.
No, I know, but you know how easily it is to hear something walking in the woods?
Yeah.
It's his sister's best friend, Teresa. We have to get them. All of them.
Yeah, on that patrol duty.
I guess. Well, first I was thinking, man, did we miss an episode? But
they're spreading the Commonwealth.
Is this our punishment?
Yeah, so I figured kind of like mine clearers in the First and Second World Wars.
That's terrible.
Like, we're older, they send you out ahead of everybody else.
Celebrating a bicycle. Turns out, you do forget.
It's a good old cerebellum protecting you from unpleasant memories. Will all this labor truly lead to our freedom?
If he says it will, it will.
See, I'd have them come out the front door. You know what I mean?
Narrow them.
Yeah.
You do one at a time.
It wouldn't make for a good show.
Ezekiel,
What?
I love you, but you gotta give me space, man. Can you just clear these? Sorry, I didn't mean to snap at you. It's just so cramped in there.
Nah, it's cool. Y'all need help clearing your area?
Steph, how much longer we gotta do this? It's been days.
A couple more, I guess.
He won't make it a few more days.
I'm fine.
No, you need to see a doctor. They got real hospitals and shit here.
Yeah, you cannot die of cancer.
Yeah.
Way too close to where the nasties are working. The smell is revolting.
I have a feeling he won't be long for this world.
Who the hell was...
I'm not staying here permanently. I just want to make that clear.
After you meet Miss Milton, you might reconsider.
I'd rather see my friends.
They broke the law. Mr. Hornsby has arranged for their release with the fine that they were paying. Yeah, I believe they're clearing buildings for future development.
Clearing them of what exactly?
The dead.
Come on, boy. Fingerless gloves are cool. No, they're not.
You want one?
Sure.
It's really hard to find cigarettes in this world.
You can find tobacco, or you know how to find things you can still smoke. In the wild, you can roll your own as long as you have some paper.
Your sister's out there. We'll find her.
Yeah. Harvey Bardem and Jeffrey D. Morgan look a lot alike.
The one?
Like, one's the Spanish version of the other.
They do. That's a good point.
You ready?
I'm not cutting up anyone I know. You're gonna have to find me 4 strangers.
Only need 3. I kept my mask for practical and sentimental reasons.
This is not fun.
Well, not with that attitude.
Let's get it over with.
Love the charisma's coming back. Fucking blunderbuss. It's an impractical zombie weapon. You gotta reload it.
Oh, come on! There are dozens of these assholes out there! No!
No!
Your brothers are dead!
Looks disgusted. Look at him.
Yeah.
Are you not ashamed?
I told them where to go next. You want to scream at somebody? Scream at me.
Are you trying to be noble? Is that it, Short? You're trying to get them to like you? Try keeping them alive.
And yelling at them's gonna do that.
That'll be useful. Take your boy over there and go and find my goddamn enemies!
You said exactly like your grandpa.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone else do that.
God damn!
Like GWOD.
God damn it!
I don't know why these people are so enthusiastic about staying in this little camp.
They made it sound like before a lot of them were ex-special forces.
Yeah.
But not all of them are like that now.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because he fucking shit out of this thing.
I'd put the guts on me, too.
I know, that's gotta be...
I know a lot of it is smell.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be that hard to rip off.
No, it wouldn't. Unless she's trying to fix it, as you can see.
Piece of shit.
It's not gonna fit you perfectly. It was someone else's face. Look, I mean it. If I can do it, you can do it. And take this back, work on it, fix it for you. And we'll try it again.
I've seen it fit pretty good before. So, but that one looked like it was
big.
like a Halloween mask. Yeah. I mean, during the first reveal when that guy killed Jesus, he looked like a fucking zombie.
Yeah. It was a different guy then.
Yeah, but like his mask looked great.
Yeah.
Alpha and Beta, they looked amazing.
Did anyone bring an extra mask? No!
No!
I just don't understand why you wouldn't want the life that comes along with being a doctor here.
I don't want to go back to before. No one can know that I was a doctor, okay? Promise me.
What does that mean?
Just trust me, okay?
Maybe he didn't save someone that he could have.
Well, maybe they put the doctors to pretty shitty use.
Yeah. Heard you're a doctor.
I did nothing wrong, I swear!
That's the Commonwealth way.
They play that like a loudspeaker after they take you.
Reminds me of Shaun of the Dead, the Whisperers and stuff.
It's been so long since I've seen it.
Well, they might have written the comics before that movie came out.
Yeah.
I don't know how old it is. But they had to pretend to be zombies to go down the street.
Oh, I think I do remember that. So they're trying to fool people too? Because they could just use zombie guts.
What? They're probably trying to use the zombies.
Told you you'd get it right. Congrats.
I feel like the zombies wouldn't stay pinned up with a rope.
Especially within there.
You almost screwed everything up.
You kidnapped my brother off the street.
Fair enough. He'll be home tonight. Your people need help, right? And you want your friends who broke the law to go free. Those are big asks. Someday I might need a favor, and you might be favorably inclined.
Please, don't shoot.
Who the fuck's that guy?
I have a family who needs me.
Show us. I'll shoot you, find your family later.
Please don't hurt us.
Oh.
How do you want us to engage? Copy that.
Seems like a very a well thought out plan.
Yeah.
You know, I feel for you in all this.
How's that?
I'm not a robot, Ray. It sucks to see your friends as walkers. You think I don't understand the losing side of a massacre?
There were no children at the satellite station.
Yeah.
No families.
Then where'd Aaron get Gracie? Think I don't know about that? Those men, they had friends. They had girlfriends. People that felt a loss that I couldn't heal.
You killed people who had families. And you did it in front of their families.
Yeah. I did. But the world is different now, Maggie.
You're saying you do things differently?
Yeah. Yeah, if I could do it all over again, I'd have killed every single one of you.
Why would you say that?
It's the truth.
Why would you say that to me?
We had a good day, you and I. And the only way this works, Maggie, is if we're honest.
That's exactly like the Last of Us music and oh Jesus, dude. I don't want them to get eaten like that.
You shouldn't be fucking making out on a picnic table in the middle of zombie land. I don't know what to tell you. That's not a very good hit. It's not a kill shot.
Dude, you run, man. Only that boy runs that fast to the kitchen.
The teamwork is all.
I was thinking he could have ran faster.
What the hell was that about? You just disrupted our date.
Excuse me. We just saved your life.
We have private security for that.
Eugene, let's go.
You know what? Best idea yet.
Oh, there's no reason to be so rude, Hoss.
Hoss? My God, sorry, I'm just not used to talking to a plebeian, so this is a little...
Someone use their dictionary.
Hey, Eugene.
Now, just a minute. We have earned either gratitude or an apology, whichever this young man can.
Why didn't she just go over there with the
I
spear
don't
instead
know.
of trying to get Eugene?
She's new, too, I think.
Right, now, just hold your horses 1 second.
You have no idea who you're talking to.
Eugene!
Oh, I think I'll do.
Poor Leonidas
That would be a
throw
little
that
waste.
That's clearly in her mouth.
Stupid bitch! Look what you just did to my girlfriend.
This is unrealistic.
Oh my God, what did you do?
This guy was being, well, an asshole.
Look, we're so sorry. We've been working.
What the hell were you? I had goddamn rotters up my ass. And then this dumb shit rolled up and attacked me.
That is categorically untrue.
Did you hit him?
Yes, but
What the hell are you thinking? Don't you know who that is?
Who is it?
Probably Milton's son. He's a spoiled ass, so that's my guess.
He's old enough to remember the world how it was. I don't know why he'd be such an asshole.
Some people are just like that.
If I were to disclose those coordinates, what guarantee could you provide for my community's safety?
Look around. Think how we've treated you. All the chances you've gotten.
It's not a direct reply to my query.
Yeah, she been bitten.
See?
You need to take your son and run. Don't ever come back here.
There you go.
It's okay.
Things it would do to children in this world, and how they would grow up, and the kind of people they would be.
You.
I love you.
I did Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat. It's like being back in high school.
That's how the third street house was.
People gutted in the basement.
I'm ready.
Please do it with the bow so you don't make sounds.
That'd be rough, man. Don't do something stupid and get bit. That's
see somebody you know. Oh,
his sister. That's unfortunate, man.
Hey, Steve, do we hold hands? No, Bob.
Guys, that was our reaction. This is our discussion. What do you think? Yeah, I liked it too. That was pretty good. I think this has been an overall pretty good season. And like last episode was like, I loved it for many different reasons. It was just a good classic horror and it was tense. This I like just all the story threads I'm pretty interested in.
I do really like Negan's character.
He's amazing. Yeah.
I'm definitely a Jeffrey Dean Morgan fan.
Yeah.
And other things that I've seen him in. Even in, I want to say low budget productions, but in productions that weren't written as well.
Yeah.
He was in that movie Rampage with The Rock.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
I want to see that movie.
He was this kind of sauntering, charismatic kind of agent that has a gun on his hip and everything. And
Okay.
he was just kind of cowboy-esque.
Yeah.
Which is fitting for him. But I liked his delivery. I liked the character himself and how he just told her the truth. He's like, yeah, I wiped out every one of you.
Yeah.
And I think, in a way, because, he's not necessarily lying, but he's trying to show her that he's trying to be honest.
Yeah.
And establish at least a facade of honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Because he probably still feels threatened by the fact that he's stuck with her now and he's killed Gabe.
Yeah.
And everything else. So, there's always sorry.
Yeah,
Gabe's he feels stuck with her, and obviously because he killed Glenn.
Yeah.
And so I say Gabe because of the fucking priest, right?
Yeah.
Glenn, Gabe, all the same. But I think that I really enjoy that level of the thought process and how. He's a very charismatic character, but he's able to... I have a feeling that he's not just good. Obviously, if that's what they're leading with this in this episode. But he understands what he said. Fewer people to fight.
Yeah. I think he's kind of pragmatic.
Fewer people to fight with.
This is
fewer things to fight for.
Yeah.
So he understands that now this is their lot.
Yeah.
And
that's why I just think he's one of the great characters of the show. Because, I haven't seen him in all the things you have seen him in. And I'm not as huge of a fan, but amid, whether I'm a fan or not, I think he's just great. No, I just think amid how you feel about Jeffrey Dean Morgan, he's just so great as Negan. I think to me he disappears and Negan is just Negan.
Yeah.
Because, and then how he was when you first see him, he's that kind of like how he was in Rampage, which I haven't seen. He's like this charismatic asshole, but he's a killer. But he's also a straight shooter.
Well, he's more of a good guy in Rampage.
Okay.
But definitely, he's a killer. He's willing to kill. And he's like, well, this is how it is now. And he's willing to do it.
But he has a group of people, the Saviors, that they were... I mean, he was an asshole, but he protected his men. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a great place to live. If you weren't, one of the head not military guys. If you were one of the head honchos on top.
Yeah.
It wasn't the greatest place to live. I mean, he... what he did with, women who were basically forced into prostitution or given a bad choice between prostitution or
something shitty.
Something shittier. You know what I mean? But dude, I love the character and just honestly, him now and his relationship with Rick's daughter, Judith, is just amazing.
Yeah. The stuff with Pope and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean Pope, he's kind of a character that's a little bit off his rocker.
Yeah, he is.
And so he's not usually like that. He's riled up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, if a man's that emotionally unbalanced,
what's interesting to me is I feel like there are people like that, but and I know this happens, but it's just interesting to me that you can find people who are grown with fully formed frontal lobes and medial cortexes that aren't 18, 19, 20, 21 that can just blindly follow a guy that does shit like that.
Yeah. Well, it adds a sort of awe and charisma to their roles because they're people that are willing to do crazy shit.
Yeah.
and then you have crazy circumstances. It's like the Dark Knight, Shane.
Yeah.
It's like, where Batman's pushed them too far. You did something they didn't understand, so they brought in the Joker. They didn't understand.
Yeah.
So it's...
It makes me think of, was it one experiment where people were asked basically torturing someone if they were told to?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what it's called. Fuck. Let me know in the comments. But like people will do things like if they're told sometimes.
Yeah.
And the show that I love quite a bit, one thing it says is sometimes people want to be told what to do so badly that they'll do anything. They'll pay you for it.
Well, I think that's true, and I think a lot of people will do it, given the circumstances, at least in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
It takes away their responsibility in the matter.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they don't know how to ultimately survive or what's the point of surviving if they did. So they hand that over to a higher power.
Yeah.
And that higher power tells them, it gives them purpose, it gives them reason.
Yeah. Gives them permission.
Gives them permission. So
yeah,
they're turning themselves over to that. And a lot of people they're just wired for it.
I'm really glad Leah did the right thing.
Yeah, it's good to see her.
Yeah.
You could take your son and run.
And you can argue that wasn't the right thing for the group, but I think
that group is... They've not really showed me that they've got their shit together anyway. They're just a bunch of crazy assholes that go, throwing knives and sickles at people in the dark.
Yeah.
Wearing masks.
Yeah.
Something's off here. So...
do you think Ezekiel is lying about his
he definitely seemed
cancer on his neck?
I don't know. To be honest.
Yeah. I guess I feel like he went off to see a doctor. He came back and said, "Here's some suckers. Everything is great."
Yeah.
And we didn't see that conversation with the doctor. And I feel like, I'm trying to remember everything I know about the character, that character would lie about that so people wouldn't worry about him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's possible.
Yeah.
He was lying. He's probably going to die.
Yeah. Eugene and the woman he talked to on the radio. I don't understand how, what's Milton's son could be that irresponsible. Because normally, and I'm not saying there's not corrupt hierarchies, but people who are at the top, they're there because they have high level of competence and intelligence.
Yeah,
and
but
usually
whoever she was before the outbreak may have already made him that way. She may have been a higher up in the world.
Yeah.
And he was already raised as a pampered, white collar brat.
But usually people like that, they raise kids who are competent and intelligent. Almost always.
In the real world, maybe.
Yeah. But
in film, no.
Oh yeah, in film, no. But I'm not saying it bothered me because I liked Eugene. But it was to me, it was like, I almost didn't buy it. Like, you almost got eaten. For sure, he saved your life. And you're like...
Well, he's supposed to be the spoiled rich kid.
Yeah.
That's his role in this story.
Yeah.
So I accept it for that. But if this were a real world scenario, yeah. Fucking zombies about to eat his girlfriend and she stabs him. What you did to my girlfriend? And
yeah, dude.
Blood on her. If this was the real world and zombies were doing this shit and that girl got blood in her mouth, I would understand why he'd be upset.
To your point, I don't know why I feel like it would be transmitted that way. I got to do my Walking Dead zombie virus transmission research.
It would have to be.
Because I know everyone's already infected. The bite just kills you. I don't know if the blood would kill you.
I don't know.
I think
if you ingest something, it's if they bite you. They got something like a Komodo dragon, shit in their teeth.
But there was that guy who was getting eaten by those cannibals. And he was like, he was laughing because he was infected.
Yeah. So they would have ingested.
Yeah. That's the point. I think that's the point they were trying to make to us. It's like, okay, you guys are fucked. I'm laughing because they chopped his leg off. They're eating.
I remember that.
Yeah, but they cook it first, don't they?
They might have. Yeah.
How would that infect them? But blood in the mouth wouldn't.
Well, it might have just been like his last laugh that he got fucked over. These cannibals were eating his legs. So you know what?
Yeah.
Kind of thrown in their face.
I don't know. But also, it might just be what we talked about. Like, they can't. They're not. They'd rather do the blood for the effect instead of adding another element to the survival of the show, where it's like now we got to worry about blood getting on them, and then we have to think about that when we're filming.
Ease of writing.
Yeah. I really liked it. What do you think of Miko and her brother and all that stuff?
Miko and her brother. I don't know. There's definitely a reason he doesn't want to be known as a doctor there. We didn't see any medical professionals yet in this show, in the Commonwealth.
Yeah, we know Ezekiel went to talk to one.
Yeah, but we don't know.
Wait, did he get carried? Nah, that didn't happen.
They didn't show any medical professionals. Now, I'm not saying there's anything nefarious with them or any dark deeds done with them. I mean, that guy obviously had her brother taken.
Yeah. I'm wondering...
Presumably. I don't know.
I'm wondering if they make them do like some mad scientist shit.
That's what I'm saying. It might... You don't want to be I don't want to be known as a doctor here. That's what I'm saying. They might be... They say, well, what do they do with all the zombie bodies they pile up? It's like, oh, I don't know. They take them somewhere.
I didn't catch that, so that's a good catch.
They might be taking those bodies and experimenting on them.
I think you're fucking right. Yeah, I don't got anything else. I really liked it. I really like Eugene stepping up, being a badass there. That was cool, and him... That is... What'd he say?
That is categorically untrue.
Yeah, I mean, he just says the coolest things, the funniest things.
You should get a dictionary.
Yeah. Like, honestly, like, the clues that the shows are giving me, they're not plainly obvious that there's like a secret, sinister community and they would wipe out the survivors of other communities.
No, they're just trying to grow the Commonwealth.
Yeah,
they probably would grow them unwillingly. Like, yeah, now you're part of the Commonwealth.
Like the Aztecs are absorbing other.
Yeah, now except the fucking Aztecs took you and cut your heart out. Okay, and then threw spears.
Well, every once in a while.
Every once in a while, you might be that. Every once in a while, they come.
Well, they did it every day, but it wasn't like they take over a village and do it. Like they would sacrifice warriors for fighting them, but they.
Oh, you make it sound so benevolent, Shane.
They were pretty progressive in a lot of ways. Women could own property.
Well, if you look at this in the grand cycle of the world, and if you believe in karma, they had the Spaniards coming. They had that shit coming, okay? Sorry, you conquer villages and take their people and cut their hearts out and throw spears at some of the survivors afterwards. At least that's what Mel Gibson told me.
I was going to say, like in Apocalypto. I love that movie.
That's a really good movie.
We should have Jamie watch Apocalypto.
If you're just doing that shit all the time, then you're kind of bringing those conquistadors down on yourself. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure there's probably the average Aztec citizen back then just hanging out like we are now, talking about something.
That's like that everywhere. Even in Spain.
Talking about a play.
Even in Spain, there were people like that. That had nothing to do with the government and nothing to do with the conquistadors.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And it's like that in America. It's like that. It was like that in England. It was like that in Germany.
Yeah.
It was like that in Russia. It's like that in China now.
Not China.
Yeah, there are.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So there's everyday citizens just doing their shit.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like this show is coalescing into building up to some cool points. Like, obviously, Maggie and Negan, like, they're obviously going to go infiltrate this huge Maggie's old town.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's going to be a big set piece because they have all those zombies. There's a few I could tell that look CG, but it looked pretty good for the
most part. It would be great if it happens to be the town that those the Reapers are.
Well, that's what I thought because Gabriel saw a Reaper.
Yeah.
And that'd be a good
preacher man.
Yeah. And that would be a good way to link Rick's story up with him.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not Rick, I'm sorry. Daryl's.
Yeah.
Like I said, when Angela Kang got on as a showrunner, it gave a new life to a show that I thought was dying, and I really like it.
It's funny. The mask part was funny. I can't see fucking shit out of this thing.
I know. and I do love him and Maggie's relationship. That's the thing I'm probably most interested in right now.
Yeah, that's me too.
And the idea that he is teaching her a skill that she doesn't have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's pretty much it.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you saw, you can like and you can subscribe. You can comment down below. You can find us on Instagram and you can find us on Twitter.
Both.
And if you don't want to, you ain't got to. Don't do it and don't come back.
Ain't.